Hello friends, my name is Shivam from DevOps Schools and I will help you to enable your learning process in various technologies of DevOps, artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data and many more. This is our initiative to help you by sharing multiple tutorials and videos. And if you want any specific tutorials on any particular topic, then please do comment in the below comment section and I will help you with it. Also, please subscribe to our premium services on YouTube, which will give you access to more content and videos to enhance your knowledge about all these topics. Also, if you want me to help you with regards to the online trainings and classroom sessions by our qualified trainers, then please do write me at contact@devopsschool.com. Thank you.
Okay, so I'll put it in the steps so that way it will be clear for me also. Okay, so step number 1, create a user. Okay, step number 2, create a service account. Now step number 3, here create a role. Step number 4 is create a service role. Cluster role. Now here step number 5, add user and role user and SA to for time being, let's not complicate, to role, add user to role. And step number 6, maybe add user to cluster role also, you can do that. So this is the pattern actually. Once you're done, you will be able to do the second also. So how do we create a user? So first thing what I'm going to do is I am going to help you with how to create a user. So this is my cluster. Okay, now I'm going to create a keys first. So this is the command to create a key. I'll share with you all this command, just follow me. So I created key. See here, this is a key, employee.key. Okay, now I'm going to create a CSR file. So this is the command for creating a CSR file. OpenSSL request for new, out means CSR using the private key, and this is a subject. This is a basically username, and this is the group name bitnami. Okay, this is how it has been played out. So done. That CSR file, you got it here, which is here. Now this CSR file you will give it to admin to get a certificate file. So because I am the admin and I am the user both, so and I'm in the same server, I can do that. So here see admin at the master using root, you have to do this line. So if you read this here, understand that this certificate which I'm getting is for 500 days. So here I am going to finalize where is the key, which is here. So this is a certificate authority file, will be fixed one. I'm not going to change this. This is also fixed one. The only change will happen is here. Okay, so my CRT file will be located at here, I mean output, and CSR file which is in the current directory, that's okay. So now this command I have to use with the sudo because you will do that here. Done. So guys, here you got the CRT file and key file. This is not required anymore. So now you have done that. Now guys, here what I'm going to do, because the cluster is who I have only one, but user you got two. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add this user to my config file. So this is the command will help me to do that. Look at this. Config set credential employee client address is pwd. Here this one, and employee key private key is here. That's all. So this will set your user. This will add a user to the one user account to the config. Done. You want to see that? Before that, set the context also. So here I'm setting up the same context. User is changed, cluster will remain same. So here you cluster is Kubernetes only, but context which I'm having is the one which I set it up right now. And here user employee, the one which I created here. Now this I'm dedicated to the namespace office. So where is the office namespace? So I have to create this office namespace, because for the role access it's for office, right? So now I'm going to run this. Done. So context also I got created. Now see here, so you got the certificate, set the configuration, set the context. Can we check do we have access? Control C. Can we check all this access we have or not? Oh, why is not getting copied here? See, so right now I don't have access. Authentication is done. Authentication is done, but authorization is not done. So I don't have a office access to get a pods in a office namespace. The context which I'm using is employee context. Remember, it's not a root context. So did you get it so far, guys? All of you understood that?
Yes.
All of you? Yeah. So now these are the command I run to add yourself into this one. Okay. So I'll share with you. Just don't worry about it. Now, second command, second thing which we are going to do is create a service account. So how do we create a service account? So it's damn simple. By the way, you can use through the command line also, but through YAML file also you can create. That's not a problem. So here, service account, service account. Here it is. So this is the one YAML file for creating a service account. So let's create a service account here. PISA, and this is a service account. Now, if you see that, I'll put it up in your code also, in the notes also. This is the service account. What service account you are creating? Let's say deploy. I'm using the deploy service account. Deploy X, or let's say DevOpsSchool service account, something like that. I'll just copy whole things together and done. Save it. Now kubectl apply -f sa.yaml. Here you have a service account. So can we list out this kubectl get sa? By the way, I use the service account. You got it. So every namespace there'll be one service account called default. This is for the pod authorization. Okay, if you describe all the command and all, you know that. If you describe, you'll understand more about it. So here this is also done. Now I'm going to create a rule, third step. So what to do? So let me do this role. How do you want to create a role? So guys, look at my screen. This is the role code. Here it is. This is the role. You can create through role through command line also, but look at it. What do you want? A role. What is the version of role? Beta 1. By the way, RBAC you have a stable one also, by the way, so that you can use it. So you can check this kubectl API resources. Okay, so if you see here, what is the role, right? So clear the screen, grep role. So here if you see roles, RBAC authorization keyboard, so it's a beta 1 also, so you can use this one also. So now you see this is the role API version. Now this rule I told you applied with the namespace. So this rule is designed for the namespace which is called office. Name of the role is role office. I'll just name change this here. Now in this role you have to have which access you want to give it. See here. Okay. So you want to give which access, get, list, watch, create, update, patch, delete. Now, which are the resources you want to give access? Deployment, replica set, pod. Which are the group API group you want to give access to? Extension, apps. So like that, you create a roles. Just copy here, vi role.yaml. This you can create through command line also, by the way. Done. Can we create here? kubectl create. So I have to create this role using, just a second. So now this role is specific, yeah. So this role I'm going to create for the office namespace. I'll show you this. Create a role. Create -f role. Now role is created. kubectl get roles. So the roles is not there. Why? Because remember here I specified this role is meant for office namespace. So get roles office namespace. See, this role is there. Now this is also done. So like that you will also create a cluster role. The cluster role only difference is here it will become a cluster role, and here it will not be specific to the namespace. That's all. Now how can you add a role to the add a user to the role? That for that we use the role binding. So let's use this role binding here. Let me show you. Look at this. What is the role binding? This is the v1. So let me go and get the updated one. Role binding, which is here. This is the version. I updated this. So what you want? Role binding. What is the API version? Okay. What is the name of the role binding? So let's say this is the DevOps office namespace, right? Office role binding name, which is office, which namespace? Office. Okay, so this role binding is basically for the namespace office. Now which user you want to attach? So username is your employee, and which role you have to apply. So here I created role, right? Name of the role here it should be role office. See here, that. So some of the changes I made it, and vi rv.yaml and done. Now I'm going to kubectl apply -f rb.yaml. Now this rb kubectl get crb cluster role binding, right? So role binding, sorry, role binding, right? Get role binding -n is equal to office. So here you see this is the role binding done. You can describe all these commands, you know that already. Now this is the I did. So see here, step number 1, created a user. Step number 2, created a service account also. Create a role here, okay, and then created a cluster, added a user to the role using role banding. But if you add a user to the cluster role, it will become a cluster role banding. And when you create a cluster role, then you have to have a kind is equal to cluster role. That is the only difference. Are you getting my points, all of you guys? Hello?
Yes, Rajesh.
Yeah.
Clear.
After that, what you have to do is, after that, what you have to do is, you have to just a second. Yeah. So after that, what you have to do? See here. Remember, I got access to what? See here, what you are doing? Nginx. You are running pod here. A run means one pod will be run of Nginx. And here, get pods. You are using the employee context which we set during authentications. So get pods. So here, see, pod is here, get is here, pod is here. So that access I'm having it, but service account access I don't have it. So let me run this command first. I'm using the employee context, okay. See, it got created, that permission I got it. Can I get the get pods? See, you got it. Now can I get SBC which I don't have access? See, forbidden access. So this is the way you can work with RBAC and authentications and get going. Are you understanding, all of you?
Yes.
All of you? Okay. So guys, any questions so far? Okay. So cluster role binding, only this will change, and a role, cluster role, only this will change.
Along with that, you can access our other tutorials such as Docker, Ansible, Jenkins, Terraform, Splunk, AWS, Azure, and various other DevOps related premium tutorials with our channel membership. If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video. To get our channel membership, click onto the join button, select the 399 plan and grow your skills immensely. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Thanks for watching.